Hey Nicole, we'll start at around 12. I'm gonna put a countdown on. You're muted.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Benny.
Cool. I'll see you in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Dollar routines. Hey, Michael, good morning.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm on my way on a little quick vacation. Well,
Oh,
dipping in
okay.
mountains,
Where are
but
you going?
we're going to the mountains to
Oh,
Gatlinburg, I think it is.
oh, yeah. Tennessee, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, I used to live in Atlanta, so I'm
Oh, okay.
familiar.
Yeah. We're me and some friends, actually Chantrell, Cofield, and a couple other friends. We're all going there for our
That's over.
little
Okay,
getaway.
nice. Well, enjoy.
That's the plan. This is my last stop, and then I'm on the road.
Right. Okay, cool. Well,
You're in
you said we'll
Dallas,
be getting
right?
started at 12. I'm in Houston.
Houston. How's the weather?
hmm Man, it's hot. Well, today 78. It's about like in the 80s, during the day. November, December is kind of up in the air. It starts getting cooler around January.
Okay.
Yeah, how is it out there?
It's overcast and it's like 69 degrees. So to us, that's cold, right?
Right. Exactly. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, we should be getting started in a few.
All right.
Okay.
So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break. Last year, I did a play called Fences on Broadway. But here's the kicker. It was at the Court Theater. It was at the same theater that I failed that first audition 30 years prior. The point is, every graduate here today has the training and the talent to succeed. But do you have the guts to fail? If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. So imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on. The ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes? I just got back from South Africa. It's a beautiful country, but there are places there with terrible poverty that need help. And Africa is just the tip of the iceberg. The Middle East needs your help. Japan needs your help. Alabama needs your help. Tennessee needs your help. Louisiana needs your help. Philadelphia needs your help. The world needs a lot, and we need it from you. We really do. We need it from you young people. I mean, I'm not speaking for the rest of us up here, but I know I'm getting a little grayer. We need it from you, the young people, because remember this. You got to get out there. You got to give it everything you got, whether it's your time, your talent, your prayers, or your treasures. What are you going to do with what you have? I'm not talking about how much you have. Some of you are business majors, some of you are theologians, nurses, sociologists, some of you have money, some of you have patience, some of you have kindness, some of you have love, some of you have the gift of long suffering. Whatever it is, whatever your gift is, what are you going to do with what you have? All right, now here's my last point about failure. Sometimes it's the best way to figure out where you're going. Your life will never be a straight path. I began at Fordham University as a pre-med student. I took a course called cardiac morphogenesis. I couldn't read it, I couldn't say it, I sure couldn't pass it. So then I decided to go into pre-law, then journalism. And with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. I was a 1.8 GPA. And the university very politely suggested that it might be better to take some time off. I was 20 years old. I was at my lowest point. And then one day, and I remember the exact day, March 27th, 1975, I was helping my mother in her beauty shop. My mother owned a beauty shop up in Mount Vernon. And there was this older woman who was considered one of the elders in the town. And I didn't know her personally, but I was looking in the mirror, and every time I looked at the mirror, I could see her behind me, and she was staring at me. She just kept looking at me. Every time I looked at her, she kept giving me these strange looks. So she finally took the dryer off her head and she said something I'll never forget. She said, "Young boy, I have a prophecy, a spiritual prophecy." She said, "You are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people."
Okay. Good day, everyone. Welcome to November's Mastermind. Let me see my panelists. I see Nicole is here, Michael is here. Waiting on a few more. Let's just give a few seconds for them to come in and we'll get started. I'm hitting some folks in. Nicole, how are you?
I'm doing well. So my kid's field day got pushed to today.
Oh,
Well, one was at 9. My daughter's right now. I'm gonna go after this. So I'm like at his field day. I'm in my car getting
you
getting my
you
computer
getting to
ready.
it. You get
Right. But everything is well. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I've been meaning to connect with you to tell you thank you for when you came to it was a B.E.N training
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and you pretty much got me situated with the design of my YouTube page. I
Okay.
really copied yours verbatim.
Yeah. Hey, do it.
I put
Don't
it in
recreate the
Canva and
wheel.
replaced me with you, and it's like, oh
Yep.
yeah, it looks good.
Good.
I'll show it to you sometime.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, we'll definitely connect. I
Let me
started
see.
posting again. It's been a while. It's been a minute, but I'm back on it too.
That's a job in itself.
It is, yes.
Michael's in, Cortland's in, Future's in.
Good
Who else
afternoon.
am
Good
I waiting for?
afternoon.
What's, who was that talking? That was Michael or
That's
Cortland?
Michael.
Michael. What's up, Michael?
Hey, how's it going?
What's going well? How you doing?
I'm here, man.
Thank
I,
you for
I
your
woke up this
time.
morning, so that's amazing.
Let me see, make sure we got everyone, see who I'm missing. We'll start here in just a minute. See, Future. Monique, are you in here?
Yes.
Cool. So I got everyone. Got a good bit of folks on this one. Just give me 1 second and we'll get started. All right, as said, welcome to this month's November's Mastermind. It's not on the fourth Thursday this month, only due to Thanksgiving. So I appreciate everyone being here. We're going to talk about routines, one of my favorite things. Routines, being organized. I think just with cleanliness, that's next to being godliness, is being routine or having a good routine and a good strategy for your days, your weeks, your months, your year. With that said, let's let our panelists introduce themselves, starting with Nicole.
All right. Hello, everyone. I am a realtor here in the Houston, Texas market. I'm going on my 5th year. I'm just completing my 4th year. After 18 months, I was able to quit my 9 to 5. I have more than tripled my income. And it's all based on having routines, time blocking and staying consistent. So that's my story.
Cool. Monique.
Hi, I'm Monique Harps from Southeastern Virginia, so Virginia Beach area. I've been agent for almost 8 years in February, and my routines help me get through everything, and especially my annual routines because I am an Air Force reservist, so I kind of have to look when I'm going to be out. But it helps keep my business consistent over time.
Future.
Hi, my name is Future Davis. I'm an associate broker at EXP. Been in the business for a little over 13 years. Team leader of the Elevated Collective. I have roughly 38 agents on my team, and my morning routine has put me in the position to juggle many things. I am still in production, so being in production and having a team and growing a team is very, very important.
Great. Cortland.
Good morning. My name is Cortland Warren, and I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I am not a EXP agent. I've just been brought on board to lead the Success Magazine or Success Coaching platform. And when it comes to routines and discipline, I will say it's not an area that has been a strength for me for, like forever. But over the last 5 years, the position and opportunities that I'm getting are a result of not seeing routine and discipline as punishment, but really opening some doors to more freedom that I enjoy. So, and thank you for the invitation to be here. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Michael, you're on mute, Michael.
Good afternoon. Sorry about that. Good afternoon. My name is Michael Nolan. I'm a luxury agent here in Atlanta, Georgia. Been licensed 18 years. I've been with EXP. Actually, December 1st will be my year anniversary. I'm super excited about that. Routines haven't, like Cortland said, they haven't always been a part of my daily, but here lately they've been a great inspiration to everything that I do. It's increased my business tremendously. And without a lot of systems in place, I don't think I would be where I'm at right now.
Right, thank you. So for everyone's new and our panelists that have not been a part of the mastermind, this is not, you can take it as an info session, but it's very laid back. Like we're not lecturing. Anytime anyone wants to say something, raise your hand or place in the chat, we'll get to it. It is truly a mastermind. So like I said, it's very open, it's very laid back. Sometimes we go off script because that's just the way the chemistry is going, but everybody always gets some great nuggets. With that said, let's kick it off. Starting with Nicole, with routines. How are you planning? Or well, let's talk about planning. Are you planning by the day, by the week, by the month, by the year, all of those? And if so, how?
So I'm planning by the day. So well, look, okay, I say I plan by the week. So I'm going to time block. I have my time block calendar, already set for every day. So in the mornings, like is my prospecting, is non-negotiable. Like I'm looking for business in the mornings, and then in the afternoons is when I'm doing my appointments and all of that. But it's non-negotiable. Like I'm not gonna meet with you until the afternoon because I take my prospecting very seriously. And so every day I have it time blocked and I know what I'm doing from day to day.
Right. Thank you. Monique, how did your day-to-day look week to week?
My day-to-days, my week-to-weeks, they kind of just come together. Um, I plan, so a lot of my business I get from, I hold three events a year, and that's around the time that and they're referral generating events. So I make sure I do those activities leading up and post event. And as long as I get those done, like I get about the same amount of business every year. Now I'm trying to increase business, so I have to do more. So I'm probably gonna have to be like Nicole and get better at my day to day.
Thank you. Future, how did your day-to-day look week to week?
I'm a planner. I said it when I came down to EXPCon a couple years ago. I stumbled across a book, The 12-Week Year. I tell everybody to get the 12-week year. The 12-week year shift the way I planned out my different goals. So I have like a 5-year goal, I have a 3-year goal, I have a year goal, and I break that year down into quarterly goals. And that translates into like my monthly goals, my weekly goals. So everything is based on like that, my larger goal at hand. So focus on quarter, and I break quarter down into monthly, monthly into week, week into day. So I'm very, very meticulous about that. That has served me, very, very well as far as like execution. For example, I had a goal to get to 40 agents. I was at like 25 agents by the end of October, and just having like that larger goal put me on the track, or put me on track to do the things that I needed to do to put myself in that position. So I'm really big on that.
Thank you. So for those that are not aware of the 12-week year, and I learned it from my wife. If I'm right, and correct me if I'm wrong, future, your year, so you can set what you're trying to accomplish in a year, you're doing it in 12 weeks, so one quarter at a time. Correct?
Exactly. Yeah. It's Parkinson law. If you give yourself more time to complete something, you're gonna take more time to complete it. So just breaking down, those goals into quarterly goals. And that has allowed me to get a substantial amount of stuff done over the course of a year versus me, taking my time. We all know it. If you give yourself a bunch of time to accomplish any goal, you're going to take it until you get to that 99th hour. You're going to take all that time to get that goal done. So when you put that pressure on yourself, you execute better. You execute at a higher level.
Right. Thank you. Cortland, your day to day, week to week, month to month.
Yeah, well, first of all, if you see me writing, I'm just keeping notes. So I hadn't heard of the 12-week year, so I want to check that one out. But for me, I do things more in like, I call it my decision tree, or like the mental like filters that I use. And so for me, it's primarily around, does doing this thing get me closer to or further away from what my purpose is. So I find that a lot of I have a lot of energy leaks, what I call energy leaks, or things that I'm doing or taking on that don't align with what I ultimately want to do or become. And so I'm more of uh, day a day-to-day person, but I've also, I've looked out over the course of a year and just backed it into, you know, what do I do today that gets me closer to the goal in the year? But what I just heard from Future is maybe I'm giving myself too much time. So if I just break, so I'm giving, because I've given myself a year, it's taking me a year to do it. So now I got to go back. I'm like, is that why this is taking so long? So I do appreciate that. But I'm more of my day, I really love to golf. So I actually set my life up to do things. I'm up at 4:30, 5 a.m., but that's not just because I'm an early riser. I just really like to golf. So I set my day up to be able to golf in the afternoon. So I'm more, when most people wait till 8 or 9, I start at 5 so that, I can be finished by midday. But I'm definitely what must be done today that gets me closer to what I ultimately want to do. You muted yourself. There we go.
Sorry about that.
No
Day
good.
to
It's all good.
day, week to week, month to month, Michael. And thank you, Cortland.
Hmm.
I myself, I'm more of a day-to-day, week-to-week type person. So I do plan out for the week. I do time blocking. So my mornings are blocked for making calls. So I wake up normally around between 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning, prayer, meditation. Then I start to do my time blocking in terms of calls. So between 8 and 10, I just hired a coach. So between 8 and 10, all I do is make calls. I don't let anything interfere with that. The afternoon is for listing appointments, meeting with other agents, and just doing my own thing towards the afternoon, stuff like that. And then I'll come back towards the evening and make more calls. So I'll do another 2 hour time block in order to make calls for more listings.
Yeah, that sounds about like my day. 7 to 9 is probably pretty much admin stuff, 9 to 11 or 12 prospecting. Check those emails, admin stuff after 12, and then I'm back. I'm in the street, I'm in the field, 1 o'clock. But like you said, client needs. Shout out to Otis. Nobody's messing up his routine right now. He's getting it on that workout if y'all looking. Okay, just a quick rapid fire, real quick before we get into the nitty gritty. Started with Nicole. Just one answer.
Okay.
What time do you wake up?
7 o'clock.
Monique,
5 a.m.
Future.
It's supposed to be 4:30.
It's supposed to be 4:30. What is
It's
it
supposed
typically?
to be 4:30. It's 4:35. If I
Okay.
wake up after 6, I feel like I messed up my day.
Cortland,
5.
Michael.
It's between 5 and 6.
Yeah, you sound like me between 5 and 6. I'm
I'm
trying
trying
to
to get better. A lot of things are changing over this last couple of weeks, so I'm getting better. One
I
step at
gotta
a
get like
time. Five
I got
o'clock is going to be my actual time, but it just takes, I got to do it in increments. So,
Mm.
Have you
right.
read the book Michael the 5 a.m. Club?
no, but I'm going to put
I
that on
didn't
the
I
list.
didn't read it. I did not read it. I listened to it. So get the
Okay.
Audible because I didn't read it. But it was a good book. It's very entertaining, but it shifted my mind around. I'm a reader. I'm a reader.
Mm.
I'm listening to a book. That's what I spend a lot of my time doing. But anybody on here, the 5 a.m. Club, it shifted my perspective on getting up early.
Well, Future, did you really? I mean, I read the book, but I did kind of get annoyed with the whole like, I felt like the author was working so hard to create this metaphor of this person, yada yada yada. I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
just
he did.
just
He did a
give
good.
give.
Yeah, he
It
did
was
a
a little
lot with that.
overboard.
Yeah, it was a lot with that. But I can, you can see past it and understand like what
But
he
I'm
was
saying,
trying to get at.
I see what he was trying to get at, but I'm like, I'm working way too hard and giving you too much grace to be working this hard to see through. Just go on and give it to me. You know what I mean?
Did you
But I
did you
did,
hear
but I agree it was a good book. I do
did
agree
you
with
hear what I told Mike? I said you need to listen to it. Do not read it. That's something you can listen to in your car while you going to appointments or you
Yeah.
going into the office because it's not as bad if you listen to it. Some stuff I
Okay.
can't listen to, the Four Agreements. That's a boring book to read, but it's a great book to listen to.
Got you. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to get your perspective. I don't know if it was just me or what, but I was like, this. I get the metaphor, but we're working real hard on that. Okay. Sorry. I went off on a tangent there, Benny. I
Nah, you
apologize.
good. I told you it's a lot of times we're gonna sometimes these things just run itself. You don't need me, you don't need a moderator. Because sometimes the script just goes that way, which that's why I love these. With that said, let me just pause real quick. This is not industry specific, so you don't have to be on this call. You don't have to be a realtor to be on this call. You do not, it's not firm specific. You do not have to be with EXP to be on this call, although this is brought to you by the Black EXP Network. And yeah, you don't have to be just in one generic profession to be here. So if you know someone that's out there that could use this as some benefit, you please use the link in the chat or the link you use to get here and invite them. We do have a question, future. What book are you reading now at this present time?
I am reading Good to Great. From Good to Great. That's what I'm reading right now.
Good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on what's the one I just finished? 10X is the new 2X. Y'all heard of that one?
I
Anyone?
Oh
read
yeah.
I read 10X is the new 2X. That's a
It,
good one.
yes. Yeah.
Nicole, you
You
shaking
can
your head.
you
Are you on?
combine that with the 48 with the 12-week year. 10X is better than 2X. You combine that with the 12-week year, you're gonna be a powerhouse.
I'll be a guru. Nicole, I see you shaking your head. What book are you on?
So I read mindset books.
Okay.
So like the one I just finished, The Secret, and one is The Power of Awareness. So I read a lot of mindset books.
Oh, nice. Art of War, that was the first book I fully read through. Yeah, I went through school and college and all, but Otis, that's my favorite. It
Yes.
kept me in the game. In mind and physical. Monique, you got a
Yes.
suggested book?
I'm reading The Goal by Elliot Goldratt.
Oh,
It's
that's a good
a
book.
operation like supply chain operations book,
Mm,
but it's a business novel. So
mm,
he's looking at how to like find small changes in through life.
Oh,
And
okay.
he applies it to his business. But
Nice.
my background's in supply chain management, so that's how I ended up there.
that's a good
Cortland,
book.
any suggested books or what are you
The,
reading now?
yeah, the book I'm reading right now is it's called One to Many by Jason Fladlien, and it's more about like secrets to like web. It's more specific to like webinars, but for those of you who are in like agent attraction and so forth, it's you are one to many, right? And so I was this is my second, no, not my third time through it, and based on what I'm gaining from how he actually delivers webinars, I'm at a place where like it might I'm not solid on this yet, but I'm pretty close to having it. Like I'm like, okay, this might be the only book I read this year, and continue to reread it, and because of the practical just the practical application to it. But I do find that when it comes to, I'm a big reader as well, and I don't necessarily finish a book just because I started it. I think the author has some responsibility, but it goes back to what's my goal, what am I, what the purpose is, and in many cases, my experience, you can actually find a book that's solid and principled and continue to reread that and implement and find greater value than just having a wide array of books that you read. And I've done it both ways, but I'm on One to Many right now by Jason Fladlien, and it's pretty profound as far as what he does psychologically, speaking to audiences, speaking to groups of people versus just the one-to-one.
Okay. Saw a question in the message said repeat that title. So but the title is called One Too Many.
One to Many. Mhm.
Yes, sir. And that author again was
Jason Fladlien, Fladlien.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Michael, anything you reading now? Anything suggested?
I am reading Psycho-Cybernetics
Oh,
by
that's a good one.
Maxwell Maltz.
Wow.
So it's I just started reading it when my coach has me reading it. It's a very intense book. It's really good. It's about redefining your self-image, also like how you can make your goals attainable and achievable, stuff like that. It's a real good book. Very, very good book. I wasn't expecting what I've been reading so far.
Thank you. Nicole, you have a question. What is a good mindset book that you have read?
Yeah, so definitely The Secret. And then there's one called Feeling is the Secret. And they're anything by like Neville Goddard is going to be a good just mindset keeping you in that, high frequency to where, you're going to reach your goals. Just because all that is based off your mindset. Like if you believe you can, then you're right. If you believe you can't, you're right. So anything by Neville Goddard, but Feeling is the Secret, and then also one called The Secret.
Cool. All right, so now we're going to get into a few questions. I'm going to jump around, so we're not going to keep the same orders, but I'll mention the question first and then I'll call on you accordingly. What part of your day feels the most productive and why? Starting with Monique.
My morning, just because I know what I want to do, I know how I want to do it, how long it takes, and I can like knock it out without thinking about it. So, like, as long as I have the time, it gets done.
Michael.
I would have to say my mornings are powerful. So I wake up again, prayer, meditation, and calls, and I meet with my VA. Everything is kind of smooth. So I feel like as long as I can get everything done in the morning time, I can accomplish a whole lot.
Cortland.
Definitely mornings is the most productive part of the day, and there's some recent like research out around called what's called decision fatigue, and how our minds through social media, using our phones or whatever, all of those micro decisions that we make over the course of a day is a reason why you have a lot of people feeling more exhausted at the end of the day, even though they haven't gotten a lot done. So as the day goes, particularly if you don't have some system or routine of stopping in the middle of the day to meditate or deep breathe for 20, 30 minutes, we're literally exhausted by the end of the day from all the micro decisions that we've had to make. So I'm not surprised to hear other panelists say that it's the mornings. And there is very recent like research around why that's the case, because of our devices and notifications pulling at our attention, and it goes beyond just like willpower, right? So it's pulling at our decision making, micro decision, whether to like a comment or leave a comment or working with a client, whatever it is. We have all of these like micro decisions that we're making over the course of a day, and we can't. It's just willpower is not enough. So we have more reserves at the earlier parts of the day. So for me, it's the mornings. But for anybody who's like, well, it's not the mornings for me, I would definitely say build in a practice midday, late afternoon of 20 to 30 minutes of like closed eye, deep breathing meditation, so that you can rejuvenate and get oxygen to the brain, so that you can be as effective or impactful. But there's a lot of research around this idea of like decision fatigue and what it's doing to our resilience and willpower because of all the things that we have pulling at us through the course of a day.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, first thing a lot of us want to do is just look at the phone, see what's going on, and all
Yeah.
automatically you're being consumed.
Hmm.
That first part of the morning, I love it is because you get to armor your mind and really get ready for what the day gets to throw at you.
Hmm. Hmm.
Nicole.
Yes, I would say my mornings as well. My mornings are very consistent. So what I do in the mornings, I'm doing it every single day. And that consistency is what has helped build my business. So the morning definitely.
Consistency and discipline is what changes you.
Hmm.
Yep, not just determination, that consistency and discipline will. So if anyone's saying I have a hard time waking up at 5 or 6 or whatever you have a hard time doing, then just keep doing it. It'll get easier. Future.
Just like everybody else, the morning time. The morning time sets the tone for your day. I know it sets the tone for my day. Um, my morning will make or break my day, so it's the morning time.
Does anyone not work out? Give me head nod. Yes. Does everyone work out?
Back and forth.
Okay.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes
So
I'm not
sometimes, but
consistent. I need to be
I want you to
consistent in
answer.
that.
I want you to answer this sometimes. So future, what time are you working out in a day that you're supposed to work out? Future.
I thought you was talking to Nicole. I apologize. Oh, 5:15, 5:30. So 5:15, 5:30. I work out, get back home by 6:30, 7-ish. That gives me an hour to read my Bible, to pray, to meditate, and then properly get prepared for work. Because sometimes I don't get to put on like makeup and stuff if I wake up too late. So if I'm properly getting prepared for work, I have that hour to get ready for work and then get into the office by 9:30.
5:15 a.m. Okay. Michael, when are you typically working out on your workout day?
Sorry. Typically it's like 5:36, depending on, I'm still working on this wake up thing. So 5:30. And my workout is a little different because I can't do strenuous exercises at the moment, but I do a lot of cardio. So I walk 5 miles and then, yeah.
Monique, what's your timer on your day?
5:30. But I want to say something about having the gym or working out as a as one of the daily habits is for anybody who's not doing it, just know that walking counts. And you can walk easy, you don't have to sweat, walk in your jeans, and it counts and it'll make a big difference.
Right. Yeah. No, like you said, and there's a strong correlation between physical toughness and mental toughness. You'll be amazed how much you can accomplish in your day just by physically exerting yourself. Cortland, what's your time of day on your day?
6 a.m. I'm with my trainer at 6 o'clock, and the biggest reason, I'm thinking a little bit like Michael. I didn't always get up early in the mornings, Michael. I really didn't. It wasn't a thing. But I developed this habit, Benny, of getting up and going to the gym. And you just said this correlation between like mental toughness and physical, fitness. Um, I mean, I was, just scrawny. My mom used to say I had legs like the number 11. Okay. So it's like I haven't, I just a scrawny kid. I avoided going to the gym, but now I get in, I do it, and it's almost like, as tough as that is, then like the rest of the day, it does bring in this like sense of confidence. Like if I start the day doing something I didn't feel like doing, I don't know. I just feel like it sets me up for the rest of the day because I'm gonna be faced with things that I don't really, you know, want to do, right? So, but 6 a.m. I'm there and 6:45 I'm done and we're getting ready to go.
And all of y'all are 5 and 6 in the morning. I don't know how y'all do it. I'm 5:36 in the evening. At the
I know.
earliest 9 on the morning. Nicole
I
may be
get
in
it.
may be with me though because she wakes up at 7.
Y'all
So
got me feeling
so
bad for waking up at
I'm
7 too.
on those days you said sometimes. What what time are you going to work out?
Around 3. Cause like, okay, so I get up at 7. I have younger kids, so I get them ready for school, take them to school, do my prospecting, so but it's like around 3 o'clock before I pick up my kids from school. So around 3.
Okay. I'm not the only afternoon evening person that's working out.
Now.
Next thing, what is your biggest distraction during the workday? Let's start with
Oh.
Monique.
Um, Anything really. No, my like text from friends or Marco Polos because we'll send videos. Um, so I recently had to turn off the notifications so I could stay like focused. Because it's not a 2 minute Marco Polo. It could be like a 20 minutes while they were on lunch.
Right. Cortland.
Man, that phone, Benny. I would like to be able to say that it was something else, but This doggone phone, notifications, depending on what's going on in the world. I'm an avid sports fan. Anything, all they got to do is say breaking news, and I feel like I got to be there looking at it. And you know what I mean? So and so got traded. So and so, got fired as a head coach. What's going on in politics today? I have to. I use what's called the Pomodoro technique, where like I literally set a timer, and I have to work for 45 minutes. The phone not even in the room with me, and then after that, so it's kind of like a form of time blocking, the Pomodoro technique. But anyway, yeah, that phone notifications, kind of like what Monique was saying, is that biggest distraction throughout the course of the day. Um, I got to work on that.
That phone is a trap all in itself.
It's a trap.
Yep. Michael, your
I would
biggest
have,
distraction and what
I
you
would have
doing
to,
about it?
I would have to say the same. It's the phone. Like social media is, I could get in the groove and be doing really good, and then all of a sudden the phone just blinks, and then I'm like, oh, okay, let me just pick this up for a second, and the second turns into 5 minutes, and then I gotta throw the phone. So, so yeah, it's the phone.
Man, I've been so bad where I've said, man, let me go ahead and take the day off. I'm gonna make this a TikTok day.
Oh, wow. Well, I haven't gotten there yet, so
It's,
thank
it's,
God for
it's, it's been
that.
it's been bad. Then I gotta go beat myself up in the gym because of not sticking to that routine. All right, future. What's your biggest distraction?
It's my agents. I'm in my office too, so I hate to hear them say it, but it's my agent. So I'll have like my schedule set. My agents have mentors, and they're supposed to reach out to their mentors. But if I'm here, they gonna come talk to me, and that'll break up my schedule real quick. Or sometimes it's not their fault, it's my fault. I'll hear them like prospecting, and I'll catch something that they said where they could have said it better, or they could have asked more information. And I'll stop everything I'm doing to go say like, ask why they want to sell, or like, just have them dig a little deeper. But it's my agent. It used to be the phone when I was an individual agent. Like you, Portland, I didn't know it was a name for it, but that's what I started doing. My coach at the time told me like I didn't think it was a big deal until she brought it to my attention.
Hmm.
And what she had me do was what you do, Portland. I would work for 45 minutes and then I would give myself 10 to 15 minutes to look at the phone. And I would not look at my phone
Hmm.
until my phone went off. And I had to set like boundaries with my friends. Like my friends, even to this day, my phone don't ring. Like my friends don't call me throughout the day. Like if my friends call me throughout the day, I know it's an emergency. They know they can call me before 9 and like after like 7. But anytime in between there, like my husband doesn't really call me. Nobody really calls my phone, but people like if it's concerning business and my agents, of course, they'll call my phone.
So with your agents, is there a certain time that you have set for them to come and speak with you, or are you just readily available?
No, I tried to give them a time at 3 o'clock. Like I'll give y'all a 3 o'clock window. And then of course I meet with my agents like once a week. Everybody who's on my team has a scheduled meet time, whether it's in like a group or individually, depending on your production. So we talk a lot. And like my office here in like the Metro Detroit area, I work the Metro Detroit area. And the Metro Detroit area isn't that large. So we're in close proximity. But if they need something answered, they're gonna call me.
Right.
How do you determine if whether or not and I love this, by the way, but how do you determine, like you said, based on their production? So the more they produce, the more of your time that they get, or the more they produce, then they get one-to-one time with you. Like what's the
So they get one-to-one time with me. I'm
Okay.
an equal opportunist person, unless you're just not showing up at all. And then I'll tell you like, I'm dedicated or my time is important. So I can't let you
Mhm.
waste my time. But my agents that are in higher production, they meet with me one-on-one. And then I have
Okay.
another like team leader, my operations manager, she meets with agents that are at a certain level of production. And then my agents that are new and coming in, we have pods. So I'll group them together. So it may be like 6 agents in a pod and then we'll meet for 20 minutes and go over, like CISO or whatever I'm using to track their production or their
Mhm.
activities.
Well, how do you and sorry, but like one of the things I see is like giving way too much time to the wrong people, and so is that something that you've always been able to do, or was there a turning point where you said, okay, I'm only going to, invest my time with people who are, results oriented, right? Was it
Yeah,
was it
no,
always that way,
I
or
was
was there a turn?
No, because I didn't come from a leadership background besides being
Mhm.
like I was a teen mom, so I've been a mother for a long time. So I
Uh-huh.
guess I have been a leader for a while. But
Right.
I when I started my team, I didn't really know, and I didn't have like a coach, so I just did like most team leaders do. And I assumed that if somebody was in higher production, they did not require a lot of time. So I was spending a lot of time with people who weren't in production. And I didn't figure it out on my own. Honestly, my financial advisor, he's in leadership as well. A lot of the people I do business with are in leadership. So when I would have certain conversations, they would check me on certain things. And
Mm-hmm.
he checked me on that. And he was just like, no, future, you doing it all wrong. You have to lean into the people who are goal oriented, the people who want to win. Those are the people who you need to spend the bulk of your time with. And once somebody shows you that this is the space that they are in, that they are serious about their business, then you can lean in. But
Mm-hmm.
you can't do that. That's a waste of your time.
Mm-hmm. Not to be like a generalist, but I do think in some elements of that are very like cultural. At least for me, I'll speak for me. It's like, okay, want to make sure, not to get to a certain level and, oh man, you forgot where you forgot who you are, you forgot da da da. And so I would give a lot of, I guess still on the topic of time management, I would give a lot of time to people who, I've been facilitating, speaking, coaching for 24 years. And so there are people, I would like to speak, coach, da da da, and I would give a lot of time and energy to people who wouldn't go implement the things that were from the first conversation we had. So I have learned that one way to show appreciation is through implementation, right?
That's
So if
right.
you want more of my time, then go implement on the things that we talked about first. Not just a thank you, not just a, let me bend your ear. What do you think about this? Like appreciation is shown through implementation. And so it's not, I haven't perfected that area. So I just want to get some insights from you on like how you do it, as far as there's just this is what it takes to have a conversation with Future from a production standpoint. I really like that. I like that a lot. Thank you. I like that a lot.
Thank you. Thank y'all too. Nicole, your biggest distraction.
So it's like checking emails and the texts and phone calls. It's more business, from clients or title companies or lenders. That's what distracts me most. So what I had to do was put it in my time blocking schedule to where, okay, from 11 to 12, I'm checking emails, I'm returning text messages, I'm making phone calls. And if someone calls me, one thing I heard was what you should do is in your voicemail saying, I'll return your call, and then have a set time every day, like from 3 to 4. That way they're, they have the expectation, like, okay, she'll call me at this time. So just, adding that into my time blocking schedule definitely help. That way I'm not checking emails while I'm trying to prospect, and all that.
Thank you. While I have you, and like I said, what I learned from you with YouTube stuff. Now, this next question is targeted for everyone, but since I have you, I'm going to keep you on. How are you
Mhm.
fitting your marketing in your routine? And like when is
So
okay.
yeah, you know what? It's what helps me with that is leveraging. So like my VA, she's making, my templates. I have a company that edits my videos, makes reels, do all that. So actually leveraging it has helped me with, fitting it into my schedule. Even so I might post it or put it in ChatGPT to make a caption, but as far as doing all that, the work, the hard work with it, the editing and all that, I'm leveraging someone else to do it.
Yeah, well, I believe when I attended your class, is it Fiverr that you use? Someone from Fiverr?
So Fiverr, they did a few things, but it's called ooh, don't give me the line. I'm gonna get Vivid Socials, or let me look at their Instagram, but I'll get the name of the company. They're in the Philippines, and they're the ones that do video editing.
Right. Yeah, you gave us some great ones. So if you can find that and drop it in the chat for our viewers, that would be perfect.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
Michael, when it comes down to marketing, maybe regular marketing, social media, how are you tying that into your routine and when?
So I'm just like Nicole. I leverage. So I have a VA. My VA does all of my social media content. I just look at it, approve it. So he'll send me the spreadsheet or the Google Drive. I look to make sure that I like what it says. He sends it out. When I do videos, I send it to him. He edits the videos for me and he posts everything pretty much. So all I'm doing is actually just looking at it. He's very talented in the sense that he has a very creative side. So he's able to come up with a lot of stuff. So he does my social media. He does my he does all of my paid ads. So he does my funnels. He does all of the stuff for me.
What's a roundabout cost someone should expect to pay for someone to do this for them?
So I pay my VA $9 an hour.
Okay.
So it's fairly reasonable, I would say. And I have them for 36 hours. So I try to, make sure that I maximize everything that I can for those 36 hours. So he does a lot. So he's not only does social media, but he does all of my admin stuff. He does my CRM, which we have to get better with, but yeah, it takes care of all of that.
A question I get a lot, and Nicole, I saw you about to say something, about to circle back to you. A question I
Okay.
get a lot. Do you, and this is for anyone, do you give access to your social to all of your accounts?
Yes.
Okay.
Um, so you can monitor stuff. So like there's a and I have to go back and look at it, but there is a application that you can put all of your passwords in, and you can lock it, you can change it, and then never have access to it again. Um, I'm pretty trusting of my VA. So if I need something, I know that he doesn't have my credit. He can pay for things, but he doesn't actually see my credit card.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Like I said, that's a common question I get. Nicole, you was about to say something. I saw your hand going up and your information. What's up?
Yeah, the company I put in the can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
The company I put in the chat, Vibrant Schools, so they charge 240 for 4 YouTube videos, or they'll do reels. Reels will be a little bit less, but it's $240 for 4 YouTube, like long form YouTube videos. And then my pay I pay it's like $8 an hour. What was that?
Thank you for that. So yeah,
Am
if
I
y'all
frozen?
look in the
Oh,
in
okay.
the chat group, she placed Vibrant Socials and their WhatsApp in there. Monique,
Yeah.
how do you implement marketing into your routine?
So I still do mine and I'm not like super deep into it. But I'm in the process where I'm trying to like streamline it then so that I can batch a lot of it at one time instead of like having to do a little bit each day. So that's kind of where I am, and just having that block on the schedule, whether it's once a week. So like yesterday, I went and took video of some houses, and then today I'll work on getting them ready to be published whenever it's time for them to be published, and then getting that organized. But it
So
takes forever, it feels like, to get to the point that it's like organized and flowing.
right, right. So you put LastPass. I'm guessing that's
LastPass is a password vault where you can you can put all your passwords and somebody else can have access without ever seeing your passwords to those websites or whatnot.
Thank you. That's in the group, y'all. I mean, that's in the chat too, y'all.
And there's others out there, so just put like LastPass alternative or competitor and they'll come up.
Thank you. Future, how are you implementing marketing in your routines?
No, that's not a strong suit for me. I still do my marketing as well. Like as far as like my team page, I have a VA who handles my team page and my operations manager oversees that. But like me, I just do my best. I just do my best. If I go somewhere like with my agents, we did like a agent dinner, like a top agent dinner. I took some content. I had my assistant come and take some content and I pieced it together in the morning. If I go shopping, I try to post what I get great responses from. So like people like luxury content, people like my group content, they like house reels. So I'll do good and get on a good groove with my posting and then I'll fall off. So I'm not the person to talk to about social media. I will say this. I started this year off with like 3,800 followers and I got like 14,000 followers. But it was like a competitive thing. Me and Latrice had like a competitive thing going on. And if I'm in like a competition, I'm gonna show up because I'm a little competitive. And that's how I got to those 14,000 followers, like just being on it every day. It was like a part of my schedule every day because I wanted to win. But after I won, I fell off completely. I've been at 14,000 followers for like 3 months because I fell off completely.
You're beating yourself up. Your marketing does not look as bad as what you're making it seem. It looks good actually. So don't beat yourself up. Cortland, how do you
Yeah,
implement marketing?
well, I don't. I know that sounds, that's kind of like blasphemy, but that's my biggest regret. I think in the last 24 years of speaking and training is how I handled social, and I find it to be very performative. I don't really consider myself creative. I mean, I got all the limiting beliefs around this, but. Um, I've had people at certain times. I've hired people at certain times. But for me, it's definitely not a strength. I find myself in like actual rooms, training, facilitating, and then I've got a lot of feedback on their level of disappointment that it isn't more consistent. So yeah, I wish it was. I don't. I don't. I only know how to just be honest. So I don't see it as a strength at all, and it's kind of like a thorn in my side. I do want to know though, like when you went from 3,800 to 14,000. I mean, I get that you were competitive, but what did you do to go from 3,800 to 14,000? Even though you just did it for a couple of months.
It's literally not rocket science. It's just for me, it's being
Well, hold
lazy.
on
All I
now. Hold on
no look,
now.
not no, not disrespect to you. I'm just saying I'm thinking about myself because you made
Oh,
me like
okay. I'm
saying
like,
that you made me reflect on like me, like how I have been being so lazy with it. All I did was post consistently. That's all I did was like
you posted
hit
every day and you went to 14,000.
honest to God, I posted every day, almost every day, and I went to 14. But I posted. I was intentional about posting things that got good responses. So if I post something and I didn't get a good response, I kind of fell off from it. Unless I really like it, then I'll still like sneak it in there. But like house, I'm not really big on house rules, but that gave me the best response, and like my follower count would just jump. So I'm like,
Mm,
okay, that's what they want to see. I took my daughter to the mall and bought her like a little Tiffany necklace, and I bought like a purse, and that got me like probably like 2,000 followers. So
mm,
it's just I've paid attention to what they want to see. So if I go buy like I went and bought like some Louis Vuitton shoes, I made a reel out of it because I'm like I know I'm going to get good views on this. So just paying attention to what people want to see and
okay.
being consistent with posting, but posting if you post every day, even if you don't see like a 10,000 like follower jump, you're going to see a jump.
Mm, okay.
Next mastermind moderated by Future, how to get from 3 to 15,000.
I mean, that's a lot.
No, I got some women on my team, insane, like 30, 40, 50,000 followers. So like me having like 14, I don't have a lot of followers compared to some of the women on my team. Like they pages go crazy.
I'm with
Hmm.
Cortland on this one, but yeah. Did I miss anyone on that round? Everyone answered? All right, Monique or everyone. What system or tool keeps your business running smoothly? I'll go first. I mean, if it's not on my calendar, it's not there. So between my CRM and my calendar, that's what keeps my route, and of course alarms. That's what keeps me going. So, Monique, let's start with you. What system or tools keeps your business running smoothly?
So I have my calendar, my planner. I actually had to create my own planner so that it had all my wake hours so that I could really like stay on top of things. Highly recommend that if anybody hasn't done it. And then I have like a spreadsheet I use that like has all these different to-dos that have come in, and whatever's tagged for today, that's what I do. And then I just keep it up to date, like this week, keep going. So that has been super helpful, just having all my tasks from everything I do in one place.
Yeah, I like that. Nicole,
Yeah,
systems or
so
tools?
Yeah, so having automation, with my CRM, I use a program called Real Scout that nurtures my clients, but it's all done automatically. I'm not physically doing it. And Trello, I use Trello to hold my VA accountable with the things that she's doing. So just having my CRM, Trello, Real Scout keeps me organized and their systems just running.
given your presence on YouTube and social media, do you, specific for you, Nicole, do you schedule any of your posts or do you post them in real time?
No, so post in real time, and there's a reason behind it, and I cannot remember why, but I took like a YouTube course, and they said
Hello,
post in real
everyone. It's
time.
Nicole Ellison,
So,
your favorite Houston
is someone
realtor.
playing my YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, someone's playing.
That was Monique.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
yet, but
went to
I'm
it.
about to today though. I am today. You gonna get one new follower today for sure.
Right.
He
Nah,
kept
definitely go
talking
follow
about
her.
it, so I wanted to see.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
no,
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
she's
But
good.
yeah. Yeah, but just but yeah, there is a science behind it. You do not want to schedule your post on YouTube. You want to post it in real time.
You were
Okay.
saying that you took a class. You said you took a class on YouTube and they said to post it real time.
Right. And I
Mm.
can't remember what it was, a reasoning behind it. I know for sure, but I can't remember what it was. But yeah, they said to post in real time. And also with YouTube, don't do shorts. Don't do YouTube shorts because YouTube wants you to keep the audience on there as long as possible. So those shorts or short videos, so you want to make the long form videos longer than like 10 minutes because it's keeping their people on their platform. So shorts will mess up your algorithm and makes your watch time shorter. And when
Mhm.
YouTube wants your watch time to be longer. So if you're on YouTube, do not do shorts. It's going to mess up the algorithm.
Hmm.
Someone asked if you could drop your systems, please, Nicole. Then thank you
Yes,
for
I'll
that.
put it in the chat.
Michael, tools and systems to keep your business running smoothly.
I would say my calendar. I use, I think it's called Fiverr or whatever, to organize my emails. And then also my CRM. And honestly, to be completely honest, my VA keeps me on track tremendously. So that helps out tremendously.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shout
Fixer. Sorry, Fixer AI. That's it.
Fixer, yep. Shout
Fixer
out
is
to the people.
amazing. So it allows you to kind of keep everything in place, what's important, what's not really important. So it helps me to navigate my day as well.
That's in the chat. Shout out Mario, my B.E.N brother. That's in the chat if y'all Fixer AI, Fixer.ai. Thank
And
you,
it
Michael.
was free for EXP agents at EXPCon.
What CRM are you using?
I use Bolt Trail.
Me too. Nicole, you?
Follow up, boss.
Okay. Monique?
Lofty.
All right. Coming back around. Well, Cortland, what CRM are you using?
I use Go High Level
Okay. And
and
Mario says,
yeah, and then for the like systems that I use, it's the like you said it best. It's the calendar. Like if it's not on my calendar, it doesn't get done. And so I actually had to put that boundary in for myself uh, to just to add a different degree of discipline. But the calendar is where it's at, and then I use Go High Level.
thank you. Future. So what systems and tools are you using? And then yes, which CRM do you prefer?
I use I'm not gonna say I prefer it because I just started using it. I use Follow Up Boss. I had to start using Follow Up Boss because my team is a Zillow Flex team, so they require you to use the Follow Up Boss. So that's where we are. I use Sisu. So Sisu is something that I got introduced to last year. I paid for it before EXP introduced it, like rolled it out, but I couldn't get my team to use it. Went to like training, a CSU training out in Salt Lake City, and saw like how beneficial it was for other team leaders. So I have been like driving that home. So CSU is like one of my top things, and then like my assistant, just keeping me on track with my schedule, making sure I don't forget anything.
Future. Sisu, is it primarily only for teams or can you use it as an individual?
No, Sisu is for individual agents. I wish I could share my
Mhm.
screen with y'all. Like I love Sisu. It's just I love it now. It keeps you accountable. It shows you like where you are. What it is you can go in, or you'll go in and you'll put your goals in. So we're coming upon 2026, so it'll be great for you, Michael. You'll go in and you'll say, I want to make X amount of dollars in 2026, and it'll break down how much you need to do as far as how many conversations you need to have, what
Mm.
constitutes a conversation, just different things of that nature. So I look at my CSU for my agents because I can see, because I pay for like I had to pay for premium because I have a team, but I can see like which agents have actually been productive, what activities they did, if they sent DMs, if they talked on the phone, if they made phone calls. And I was able to integrate Sisu into my follow-up boss. So when they're calling from follow-up boss or like Mojo Dialer, it's like clocking like the phone calls and the activities that they're texting from from follow-up boss or things of that nature. But Sisu has really, really been like, it's been great for me as a team leader. It's been great for the agents because it keeps you accountable.
Cool. So you said you're gonna do a training course and I can come up to Detroit.
You know what I will do? I paid, but hell, I paid. I paid over $1,000 for that training. I'll give y'all a training course on it. Yeah, at least I feel like I got I feel like I got my money's worth, but I
I
feel
need
like I
to
really got my money's worth.
I need to come home anyway, so I'll do that.
No, let me know. Let me know.
All right.
Michael, I wanted to tell you, it'll be really good for you because you cold call. So every day you'll put in the number of calls, number of conversations that you had, and it will tell you like, okay, so if you have 100 conversations, that leads to, 3 appointments. Out of those 3 appointments, you get 1 listing. Like it breaks it down.
Oh
So
wow.
I
Okay.
would yeah, I use it as well. I would
Oh,
highly
cool.
suggest it for you because it will yeah, with your cold calling.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate
have
that.
you been using it, Nicole? Like, well, even as like an individual agent, like you have like your transaction card. So how you
Mm-hmm.
have a VA, you'll be able to put like your transactions in, and then your VA can take it
Yes,
from contract to close, and you don't have to answer so many questions. They also have something in
exactly.
there where they'll notify your client every time, we get through a certain step. So the appraisal period, the inspection period, it'll keep your client in the loop as well on what's going on with the transaction. So I love it. I love it. Sound
Yeah.
like Nicole loves it too. But me and Nicole need
Yeah.
to talk to see. Like with me having a team, like we're doing a challenge right now. And we've done a couple of challenges. I got accused of cheating. She was just joking. But with this, it's like cut and dry. It's a challenge based on under contract. So I have 3 different teams because there's so many of us now. And we have 11 to 12 people per team, 13 people per team. And as they go under contract, they can see it's like it's a scoreboard, and they can see like the different groups, how many contracts they have, how many deals they have under contract, who's in the lead. So like Brianna's team right now is in the lead because they have maybe like 8 or 9 contracts under, and it's just good. It's good for morale. It's good for team culture. I like it a lot.
Nice. I do. Yeah, for sure.
This was a good one. So as we wrap it up, any questions from anyone? Because I have one more question if we have time. One rapid fire, one word. But any questions? Anybody out there? Either raise your hand or place it in chat or come on the screen.
So Mario put in the chat that's not the free version, but with EXP, Sisu is free now. Like all agents
Mhm.
get it. So and I use the free version and I could do all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
me
free
too.
version is fine. The only thing that I get with like I got like a rep. So because I was bringing in something that was new for at the time 30 people, I needed somebody who was going to be able to come in and train too. So because like I have a rep, like I have branding because I have a team, but the free version, bottom line, the free version is just fine. Use your free version.
Before we jump to this rapid fire question, if I can get my panelists to place how people can reach you, your tags, your social media, if you could place that in the chat, I would appreciate it.
Ooh,
Thank
Monique had
you.
hers ready.
Monique had it ready. She
Hey.
be firing. That's my Ben sister. That's how she is in the meeting too.
Okay.
Future. Future Davis, what, just on Facebook?
I did it too fast. I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Y'all make sure y'all follow them. And they're here. Everyone is here to help. So we like to all be at the top. And we like to bring as many as we can out up there. So with that said, is everyone in there? Michael, you place yours in there?
I'm coming.
Cortland,
Here.
are you in there? Okay. Cortland was ready to give us a presentation with the board in the back there.
I ain't got nowhere to sit. And
Yeah, I
This is
don't
this is
blame you.
like life all 5 days a week. So I would just have to stand. I didn't know what we had, but I'll be ready next time.
Nah, you ready. No, you more than ready. I should have been standing with the board. All right, before we go, like I said, this again was brought to you by the Black EXP Network. We do this monthly. It's not specific to agents, not specific to a firm, not specific to industry. So if you know anyone that could benefit through some of these jewels that we're giving, then please invite who you know, regardless, like I said, regardless the industry or the profession. One last question for my panelists. One word to describe your routine right now. Take a few seconds to think. Mine is determination before anybody goes. All right, starting with Monique.
Improving.
Okay. Michael.
Trying to think. One word. I'll come back.
Okay, we'll come back to you. I like improving, Monique. Future.
Evolving.
Love that. Nicole.
Consistency.
Oh, like it. Cortland.
Intentional.
Yes, sir. Without a doubt. Michael.
You just said it, intentional.
That's cool. We could use the same thing. I use all those, so I'm with all of y'all. All right. With that said, do panelists have anything?
Thank you.
I
This
w-
was great.
this was wonderful. I would like to know though if I can be like I've been to EXPCon now 2 years, and I always hear about the great time that Black EXP is having at a party or something, but it's always after the fact. I'm wondering if by being here I can get like the invite earlier this time, so I don't.
Yes. So thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mario. Thank you,
Mario just dropped the
Mario.
link.
Yep, Mario just dropped the link to all of our tags. That's
Oh,
the
okay.
all the social medias, the website. Please be on the lookout for the stuff that's to come in 2026, as it's going to be even beyond that exclusive annual yacht party that we do. We got some more stuff coming. So more of these, more tribe trainings, more events, more local chapters opening. So if you're on, please go sign up to be a part of what we got going on, and you can
Please
be
do. Okay.
associated with us.
All right.
That's our time. That was today's show. Thank you
Appreciate it.
all. Thank you, panelists. Again, everyone
Thank
clap.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye, y'all.
Thank
Bye.
you,
All right, with that said, y'all have a great one.
You too.
Thank you, Benny.
Yeah, can you take her to birthday? Up or down?